start recording button. We'll see if the network behaves. Upload has just been absolute shit. It's already tanking over 50% frames for literally no fucking reason.
Want me to be ready?
I'm recording anyways. Just
Okay.
like it's become very frustrating. It's obviously months straight, no problems, and now just constant problems with upload. Not even getting a tenth, not even a fucking tenth of what I'm paying for. So in the stuttery recording that I will be sending to my ISP, I hope you fucking understand. I am paying you money. Do you want tenth of my payment? Because that's what you're giving me. Is a tenth of my service. Get your shit together. Now
I
that's
like
over.
the going live notification. Assuming the network behaves,
Yeah,
it just popped up on my screen.
yeah. It's clearly not going to. And for the record, it appears to be a regional thing. Because I had a couple streamer friends that moved over to Texas, and it just absolute shit for them. So it might just be the South is fucked right now.
The South is always fucked.
Anyhow,
God bless Sherman.
stare.
I just work here.
So good evening, everyone, and welcome as we are now offline, not streaming, to our adventures here in Ilhern. Please, for the love of God, someone make sure I actually remember to start uploading these recordings. There's one
Okay.
for one Sunday we gotta like fucking Frankenstein it together. Go with a
That's
quick
gonna be
roll
fun.
call. Joe will be stepping back, and when he gets done with what he is doing, so we begin with Kotark.
Hi.
Sarah.
No.
Union.
I'm Union.
Tempest.
I am here.
Alright. So, in quick summary, that's going to have to get re-summarized when Joe gets here, because I believe he actually wasn't here for the summary of the summation. Actually, no, he was here, because we didn't do anything last week, because life and
Correct.
pain and misery. Where we last left off, the party, having been teleported to the far frigid north of Merdia by Elswood, proceeded to descend the wizard's tower they arrived in and open up every single door that was behind magical, thick-ass fucking ice. Proceed to converse with the inmates, as they assumed the creatures to be. Anger one and deny pastries to another. Proceed to not loot the place, oddly enough. Proceed down all the way to the foyer, find the exit, and you have made your way out into the actual frozen north. Stepping on the fresh crunch of recently laden snow, and pushing eastward-ish, coming up towards the river as evening has begun to fall. Many of you, as opposed to when the party was first formed, began to hear a relatively familiar and, more importantly, understandable language. Primordial. This cracking, yet flowing, harsh language, probably more familiar to Tempest and Kotark, and Kotark even more so. Denoting naturally for you, especially the elemental touched among you, that probably some water elementals are having a bit of a conversation. You're not close enough as of yet to catch the exact words that are being said. But you catch pieces such as stagnation, sorry, my mouse is not moving. I'm I'm trying to tab over. Okay, we'll just fuck you, mouse. We'll use the keyboard. You're not cool anymore. Why do we have 2 dashes? Oh, that must be your dash.
Yep, that's mine.
Like, what? So you have stagnation, a pillar, and the closest way you'd be able to translate it into common for your comrades and for your own human understanding for the players is deformed. That is where we are picking up.
That sounds pretty normal.
Yeah. Also, shh.
Far as you, Sarah and Union here, it's just like the sounds of ice kind of gliding on top of itself, the heavy flow of water.
What Union will say this guy like, why? What? What do you hear? What is that sound?
Primordial.
Ah,
Might I suggest some of our water friends go and talk to them?
How specific?
I try. Give the thumbs up to Kotark.
Okay. Guess you cover up the light of. Already forget what they're called. Orbs of warmth.
Yes.
And I'll go check it out.
All right. How are you approaching?
Quietly?
Okay, and a stealth check.
Preferring not to be seen and all that fun stuff. Okay, this is the loudest snow I have ever heard.
Starting off the day great.
crunch, crunch, crunch.
It's less that it's a loud snow and a loud yell. As you all watch Kotark make his way up a embankment of snow, and so far feeling pretty confident there with the little snowshoes provided for your ease of travel. Hitches under an unexpected route, and you all see as the icy figure of Kotark goes launching forward with a air quote manly sound of surprise and begin to tumble and crash. Give me a dexterity save as you come sliding towards the rather frigid river.
Well, this is one way to wake up. A dexterity save or check?
Save. You are not in the
Okay.
range of Union.
Hey.
Managing to right yourself long enough for your vision to grasp your surroundings, you catch what felt at first, or you hoped at first to be a solid rock, but itself was just another chunk of ice. So you cling to it and immediately feel that surge of chill run through your body, but you don't go careening into the full rush of the river. Lost. For the record, this is in Primordial. glancing over your shoulder, following the flow and the crashing sound of water, that one singular word easing into your hearing. This amorphous form, you're fairly sure it's staring at you, but it's not taking any full shape.
This isn't exactly where I planned to be.
It begins to drift closer.
Are you from here?
Lost. As it gets to the bank, legs form. It is a huge creature looming over you.
I actually don't know if it was saying am I lost or it's lost.
That's all I said.
Just lost. Okay.
And again, it is loud enough that all my primordial speakers, you can hear it.
How far away are we from Kotark?
You're just over this embankment that is blocking your line of sight at the moment. But
Okay.
judging by the sound, probably 20 feet.
Okay.
Do you need help finding your way?
This one needs more than help. By comparison to the huge, I again, literally 15 by 15 for those trying to picture, creature that is now 10 feet and very slowly closing as it seems to get smaller the further it gets from the flow of the water. By comparison, this small, impish creature, no bigger than the palm of your hand. I'd get away from it if it were you. This one's dangerous.
Okay, I'm gonna take a couple steps back.
Lost. Welcome back, Joe.
So, how many are there?
You see just the one flittering creature that is staying near you. Had warned you. The large creature. Union and Sarah, and a
Yes.
nearby frozen remnant of what once may have been a tree. You feel eyes upon you. Arson as well.
Are Indian's gonna turn and sort of discreetly attempt to look around for the source of the prickles on the back of his neck.
The dark guard of the mountain pounces.
Oh god.
Oh,
Came back for me!
Bye, you did. See you later.
Yep, that one's all you. 1v1
Yep.
him. Well, ask
Like,
the little
give
one.
a perception check. And you're gonna ask the little one,
What it's doing here?
which it?
Please don't make word puzzles. I'm too tired for this.
You should have drank your milk before you came in. Union, you just can't quite place it. You swear there's leaves on a frozen tree? Start rubbing your eyes. The lighting is getting pretty worse, and you've covered up the orb to try and hide yourselves.
Allow me to rephrase that. What are you doing here?
We are here for fun.
Then I'm sorry I interrupted.
At this
Take a
point,
couple more steps back.
the small creature is keeping pace with you as you step from the larger one. And there's that gut-wrenching feeling when you get this flash of an insidious smile on this fey creature's face. And fey more descriptor than literal. As the small creature flicks its wrist. I need a constitution saving throw from you as a shard of ice pierces your neck.
Oh. Ah.
You get 3 words. What do you scream to your party as you begin to freeze over?
Why word puzzles? 3 words. I guess I'll meme it. It's a trap.
Please roll for initiative. Kodark, you have disadvantage as you are not going anywhere.
Big tokens or little tokens?
Big tokens.
Good, because that's what I was going to use.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought it was little tokens.
I thought
Yeah,
also.
It's fine. It's fine.
Really, what it comes down to, guys, as long as you use the same one every time.
Yeah.
I
Well,
never remember which one I used.
that is
Yeah.
absolutely beyond my ability to promise.
That's why you go over the initiative and hover over your thing.
That is way too much work.
It's little. I used little. I was right.
I know one person that didn't.
I used big because I know it's big and I'm just joking.
I like that on the other campaign. I have the giant disclaimer at the top to remind everyone.
And everyone still doesn't do
Yeah,
it.
it's still. All right. So Union. What what language did you scream it in, Kotark?
You're gonna bite me for my native primordial, aren't you? Yeah.
Okay. You heard what you're fairly sure was Kotark's voice, Union. You have no idea what the fuck he said.
Can I use Wi-Fi words?
Sure.
He yelled, "It's a trap!" We have the same initiative, damn it.
Okay. So, where is Kotark in reference to the party?
So, your party is clustered on the other side of a large embankment of snow that Kotark had climbed up and oh so gracefully stealthed down. So literally just over the hill.
Okay.
There's a large icy formation. It kind of looks like a tree. Otherwise, there's nearly nothing else on the landscape.
Okay, Union is going to draw his sword and shield and run up the hill toward toward where I heard Kotark scream.
Okay. As soon as you crest the hill, you see this large, lumbering, fluid creature marching towards a Kotark who is slowly being encased in ice.
Okay. How close to? How far am I able to get with my movement? I mean, 30 feet, but how
You get
close
10
would that
feet
bring me?
from Kotark, is 20 up and then 20 down.
Okay. Yun's gonna raise his sword and blast at him with some Eldritch Blast.
That's a large creature. Okay.
Yep.
An 18 for 5. Second
And-
blast.
Yes.
13 also hits. As the creature staggers back.
Get away from him!
Lost! Which for you just sounds like.
It's hostile!
Arson, you're up!
Okay, I'm gonna go to the top of the hill. Do I see the little booger?
No. Well, 17. No.
Okay, and
Okay.
it's a. I will attempt. No, I'm just gonna produce flame and throw it at the big creature.
Alrighty.
Yay, racial cantrip.
Ba 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 ba.
That hits.
And that is not the right amount of damage. An additional 3.
You see your fire smash into the giant creature made of water.
Look, it's what I got.
Alright? I'm just informing you of what you see.
Yep.
Giving you that information.
Yep,
Don't want you to feel cheated.
I know.
That brings us all the way to Joe. After, assuming you're done.
Yes.
Okay.
Joe will join them on the top of the snow hill, apparently.
Snowball fight!
Do I see Kotark?
You see a figure that you would assume to be Kotark that is starting from the head and working its way down, being encased in ice.
Oh. That's not good.
Well, starting at the neck and like worked up to the about mouth high, and now it's like shoulder deep.
Yeah. Can't really do anything about that, though. It's fine.
it's my racial. Don't worry about it.
Tempest goes, what?
Okay, I'm going to attempt to bless Kotark and the other 2 up here with me. I think it's 3 that I get. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just normal bless.
All right, and remember, you're casting
yeah.
mod religion.
Yeah. 20 plus casting mod, which is
Charisma.
4. Yeah. Plus 7 total.
Poor paladins still get the dickens because most of them dump their casting mod still.
Let's see, religion. Yes, I am. Oh, I just realized I made a button for that last time.
And here you are. Just shy of success.
Yep.
The connection is definitely tenuous.
Yep. And that's pretty much all I can do.
Alright. So the three of you watch as the creature continues to lumber forward, rears back, and lets loose a mighty swing with its fluid arm.
I will attempt a warding flare. So I need a religion check because cast it.
Okay.
God stuff. Nope, I fail.
Well, you watch as the entirety of its arm smashes and hits Kotark, best as you can tell. Noted, Joe. That brings us to Tempest.
Okay, she's on this screen. Tempest is going to get as close as she can.
And she should be able to get in range of her whip.
Yeah. But instead, she is going to catapult a chunk of ice at the water elemental. The big one.
Okay. Spells DC is a 15. It passes. It doesn't so much dodge as just lets the ice pass right through it.
Fair. Still takes half damage, so. I think.
On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving.
I think it just misses because it's.
Yeah.
Wait.
Never mind then.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because catapult can technically hit multiple people. It just continued on.
Yeah.
It probably, you probably killed a bird out there somewhere.
That is her done.
All right. Something is happening. Just give me one moment. My cheat sheet is taking its sweetest time. Totally not shady stuff going on, I swear.
Totally.
Uh huh.
Sounds legit.
Joe?
Yes. Is it my turn?
No, I'm going to point at chat there, waiting on answers.
Okay. If you sent me something, I never got it.
Oh.
That's
That might.
okay. I don't have a red bar up top, but let me-
Wow!
Did not,
I'm here like just thumb twiddle.
did not just get very confused.
Wait, what? No, I didn't get confused. Why would I have gone
Yeah,
confused?
I'll
let me
send on
refresh.
Discord.
Let me ask you: did you get a message, Jera?
No.
Okay, so yeah, I probably had issues.
This is a complete side note. Are you running tomorrow, Emma, or am I?
It's probably you.
Okay.
Where did you? Oh, you're sending me.
I sent it
Did
on
you
Discord
originally?
this time.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Let's not accept just going straight to the council log. What?
no, I went straight to him because it matters to him.
Give me just a second.
I can't remember the answer, but I don't want to like go digging through a lot of stuff. Dang.
Right. I know it's something, but let me. Where is it?
The only thing I can think of would be. The answer is no. Okay.
Yeah, I was typing.
Yeah, I got it. But you would be very much aware that someone just tried to cast a spell on you.
Right.
Now it is Sarah's turn.
So, I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before. What kind of action is it to grab someone and move them?
It is your action to actually grab them, because Kodark is paralyzed. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, you
They
grapple
auto fail.
when you can drag half your movement.
That.
Yep.
For the record,
Okay.
Sarah does not know because Sarah cannot see that Kodark is paralyzed. Just
Mhm.
to be clear.
Yeah. No, I was just. So yeah, I'm gonna run in the same direction Union did. My full 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I can probably see Kotark's freezing.
Yes. You're
Can
fortunately
I get
very perceptive.
Can I get between Kotark and the big thing?
With the dash, you could.
Yeah, with a dash. Yeah, I'll do that. Just having my sword out, like trying to just body block. I'm sure it'll go fine.
21 versus AC as a creature breaks through this gossamer web of invisibility and shanks you in the kidney.
Ow! Oh, we didn't heal from last time, did we?
We got a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 10 piercing damage. Well, 5 piercing damage and 5 cold damage for resistance sake.
Okay.
Which matters because Orb of Warmth, you get the cold resistance.
Oh.
Oh.
As right in the middle of the party, as Sarah goes like power sliding down the hill,
Just
this flowing watery pixie appears and fucking shanks the shit out of her.
Yeah, and that's it for me.
That brings us to Kotark. You can reattempt your save. I think Union is just out of range still. Nope, you at your full 30, you'd be
Yeah,
in range.
I was 10 feet away. Yep.
Would it take my action to break the?
You,
We'll try the save.
you really can't do anything else until you're currently paralyzed.
Okay, so I can't actually like move.
You could attempt to break. You can attempt to break the ice. If you get to break the ice, then you get your turn.
Could I subtle cast?
Sure.
Okay. Can I still see the small thing?
No.
Really?
Really?
It left in that time. All right.
Again, a lot of things happened. It's almost like they had a turn before you, Miss 3.
That was actually without disadvantage.
Oof.
Can I see the pixie that stabbed Sarah?
I'll be generous and say yes, though you'd be looking the other way. It's
Oh,
almost
yeah,
like
I
they posed you in such a way that it looked like you were fighting this creature.
Because I just want to attack the pixies. So,
Well, you're also only currently aware of a pixie.
1. Okay, I'll spend the turn breaking. Is that another constitution save?
Correct.
With Union's Aura?
With Union's Aura.
Okay.
Hey, you're not frozen, which actually means you do get your full turn. It's a start of turn save.
Oh, well, that's really nice.
Well, it gets worse if you fail. So, balance. Something, balance in all things.
Well, I'm definitely at a loss of what to do.
Well, that big thing just punched you.
I'll back away from it and look around for the pixie thing.
All right, perception check. You get to catch the one that's up there, surrounded by your friends, who's currently giggling.
Can I still cast?
It's what you're casting.
Oops.
DC 14, Wisdom save. It rolls a 17 on the die.
Yeah, it's that kind of day. All right.
At least it takes 5 psychic.
Union, that tree that you felt eyes on, there's manic laughter pouring forth from it.
Ah.
As at the end of round, it bursts into a small swarm of these creatures.
Ah.
So let's see, it was Union. No, it was Arson, Joe, just the two of you at the top of the hill still, because everyone else ran. The other two slid down to get to melee. Arson, as you are swarmed, a 12, I believe, misses you.
Yes.
Fortunately. And a 10, I'm assuming, misses you, Joe. As you are surrounded by a swarm of these icy fey creatures that are attempting to stab and slash at you with needles made of ice. bringing us to Union.
Okay. So is the giant creature still in front of me and has been beating up on Kotark?
The last thing you saw was it punched Kotark.
All right. And then the rest of the party is getting attacked by the pixies.
These icy pixie bastards. Yep.
Okay. Well, they almost outnumber the pixies, and Kotark is not a great punching bag.
I am also next to Kotek too.
Okay, and Sarah's is here. Um, okay. Union is going to Oh, I have a spell I don't recognize. Sorry. Um, Union is going to draw his sword and charge forward toward the ice creature, slashing at it.
Okay, you're going to be a little more specific.
Why? The giant ice monster.
You got the
Because
giant ice
Kotark-
monster, you got the tiny ice monsters, and you got Kotark. So,
It's now I betray the party. I drive my sword into Kotark's vulnerable throat.
okay,
Excuse me?
roll to hit.
My throat is not vulnerable.
No, I attack the giant ice monster who is not named Kotark.
Okay.
I like how that was your response, Kotark.
A 19 does hit.
And it's sword and board. I don't know why it's above that. It's for 10.
Noted. Extra attack? Question mark? More question?
Yes. Let's. Oh wait. I'm just trying to see how I can. No, that just makes it roll on my thing. Yes, extra attack. We had this figured out.
We haven't figured out on Boblin.
Did we have it figured out on Bobbin? I assume
Yes.
in.
A 9 does
9.
miss.
All right.
Oddly
Hey,
enough,
back.
barely.
Well, it's big. I'm sure it has a ton of health.
I mean,
Also, Union's back to normal.
it's just
Yeah.
it's drowning in health. Thank you, too.
I get it.
That brings us to Arson.
Okay, so there's a couple of us up here, as well as the little icy pixie things,
There's
right?
a literal swarm
There we go.
surrounding you.
Well, you know what's good for swarms? AoE. Fireball at my feet. Subtle spell around myself, Joe, and anybody else up on the top of the hill? No, I'm asking for player-wise.
Yeah, I know. I think it's just
Subtle
us,
or
but,
Sculpt. I have not turned into a sorcerer.
I was about to say, like,
Here's the religion. Nope. Okay, never mind then.
there's a big old flare up,
God.
and then like one of them literally just stabbed you right in the left patella.
That one's getting the base next turn. Oh, spear. That is me done.
All right, that brings us to Joe.
all right. Let me think here. So I'm basically like surrounded by these things, right?
They are literally sharing your square. Yes.
Literally sharing my square. Okay.
So I will also note. So there's the swarm of them, which are barely the the size of your palm. There's a slightly larger one. That's the one that shanked Sarah.
Okay.
And then there's the large creature that the rest of your combatants have engaged.
Okay. Okay. For targeting purposes, you say they're sharing my square.
Correct.
So if I were to cast something in my square, I would be hitting me and them.
Assuming it's a save spell as opposed to a attack spell, yes.
Right. I'm thinking maybe like creep bonfire.
Correct.
Um. And I wouldn't hit them like outside of my square. Like if I were to do, for example, like thunderclap, which is around me.
I would allow it as it still comes out from you.
But would that be more that I would hit? Basically, you think with thunderclap?
I mean, you have a chance of hitting Arson and his swarm.
Ooh, I like this idea.
That's okay. I already got a message tonight saying, I know you hate these words, but I have a plan.
Okay, see, I asked you earlier if you got that, and you said you didn't. So it's like,
Oh,
all right,
yeah. Never mind. I thought you were talking about something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one.
Um,
I responded to that one.
did you? I never got a response.
God damn it, Scorgan!
It's been one of those nights. Okay, so the big one that attacked her, right?
The very big one, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to. Really? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and bonus hex it. And then I'm gonna cast Thunderclap around me as my normal action. Basically, just setting it up for some additional damage later.
Okay. Now, to confirm, are you saying the larger pixie or the actual large water
No,
elemental?
the large pixie that shanked her showed up in.
Okay.
A large pixie sounds like possibly a leader to me, so
Possibly.
I'm hexing it. I'm gonna choose dexterity
Noted.
in case it decides to use any abilities like that. And for the thunderclap, I have a feeling. Is that right? 2d8?
I mean, it
No,
should be a
that's supposed
spell
to be 2d6.
save?
Oh.
Yeah, hold on. Something's wrong with that.
Okay.
It's the save should be Constitution, and my save DC is 15.
Alright.
Are we all in Union safety bubble? Or no?
If you stopped at the top of the hill, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he ran off.
Then you
right?
two are not in range.
Union's down
Okay.
with Sarah and Kotark.
First time casting that spell, so I haven't been in the thick of it very often.
Oddly enough, everyone seems unfazed. A little death. But both swarms rolled 17 on the
Okay,
dice.
yeah, that's so we don't want that. We want the saving throw button to be checked.
You're fairly sure he was trying to kill you, Arson.
What?
Exactly. As 17 verse bonus. Are you going to attempt to move, Joe?
Not yet. I mean, I'm other than the pixies that are all over me. There's really no other place that I really need to move.
Okay.
I think this is a good vantage point.
So action bonus action, no movement. So that brings it to 17 versus AC. I believe misses you, Union. 21 versus AC, Sarah.
It's
As the large creature retaliates its new aggressors.
I haven't touched it. I did nothing aggressive.
You're with friends.
Guilty by association.
Literally. For 23 total damage, 9 of which is cold.
14 and 9 then?
Correct.
Yes.
As it gives you a mighty wallop. And continues to yell the same word it has been yelling since the initiation. Lost. That brings us to Tempest.
Okay, so does Tempest see the little buggers all over the place?
As she's focused on the large creature, probably hears you screaming, "What?" at Joe.
Turn
I
around.
do see him yelling, "I have a plan," and then thunderclapping.
That was not the plan.
I have a feeling. Hmm. Let's let the fates decide. The plan. D2 is up the hill. Okay, booming blade the big guy.
15 hits.
9 damage.
He will use his first legendary action. I need dexterity saves from every creature along the riverbank. Basically, everyone but Arson, Joe, and his swarms. As
Yay,
a
Union buff.
freezing tide comes rolling over you all.
Freezing tide.
Big, very, very big washy wash of
Right.
cold water. You're out of range.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I was just confirming that that's what you said.
yep, big old freezing tide. Oh, Arson.
Poor Tempest.
Oh, was that Tempest's save?
Yeah, because ours is at the top of the hill.
Oh boy, poor Tempest.
It's okay.
29 cold damage.
Okay.
And for the next 2 rounds, disadvantage to cold damage. Or vulnerability, which cancels out
Yeah,
your
vulnerable,
orb, which makes it normal.
Yeah.
Which fortunately does not apply to this hit.
So I
And
take
half to the rest as Tempest goes flying away.
So I take 14, or
It's always rounding down, so yeah, yes. Which
Okay.
that means everyone else you get the grand total of 7.
Noted.
Is that before half?
That's after you got half and then half again, half from saving and then half from resistance.
Okay.
And that brings us to Tempest's second swing. Oh, she booming bladed. That brings us to Sarah.
All right.
This thing apparently is very mad now. You think? It's hard to tell.
I'm gonna make it more mad. Gonna use my last fighting spirit.
Just got like your the jaw chattering in the cold.
Gonna create weapon master and go to town.
All right.
Bap, bap. And then I'm gonna action surge and do it again. Bap, bap.
On your very last hit, the creature does collapse into a pool of water with a mournful last utterance of lost.
I don't speak primordial.
I know. Far as you knew, it was a scream of anguished pain. It's death rattle.
It was hitting.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
My primordial speakers, you hear the larger pixie in between bursts of manic laughter saying, "Yeah, you guys are so much more fun than the Guardian."
Oh, I'm sorry. I will use a second wind.
Do note as it will swoop down and begin to lash out at the one who seems to be the most fun, i.e., Sarah.
Did it leave any of our threatened squares?
No,
Okay.
because that would have got hit by thunderclap. 21 versus AC, Sarah.
That hits.
For 3 piercing and 5 cold. And it's the full 5 cold for this round. That brings us to Kotark. For the record, yes, you do see the pixie shanking the shit out of Sarah. It's the same one who stabbed you in the neck.
Well, first there's gonna be a regretful look at the now puddle, and gonna say it wasn't fighting us.
It definitely hit us.
It wasn't. You provoked it.
I didn't do anything.
Boring! In common.
Shut up! In common. I don't care which one of us said it.
I'm not gonna mock the thing that keeps stabbing us. Too smart.
You didn't learn his lesson about mocking things stabbing him. Takes the full 23 damage.
By the way, you can only bonus action attack with like a light weapon if you have 2 weapons in hand, right?
And as part of the attack action having been triggered.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, because otherwise you have to be EK. Alright. Or what?
I thought Arcane Trickster got it too, but I was wrong.
No. They did my spell thief so
Warbard.
dirty. Did my spell thief so
Warbard,
dirty.
yeah.
Alright, my swarms are attacking. 3 on the die against Joe, and a 19 on the die against Arson.
Okay.
Arson, that is 9 piercing damage as you are pricked and prodded all over, trying to find the weak points in your armor.
Well, I did that time a little bit.
That is the second round of their laughter. Union. Would you be a dear and give me a D6? Whichever player it corresponds to, I need a wisdom saving throw. So that would be Sarah. As the laughter is boiling in the back of your mind. But fortunately, she's like, yeah, you're just used to getting laughed at, apparently. Now that brings us to Union. You just got berated by quick beration by Kotark.
Used to it. Okay. So where are the swarms?
As you turn to look over the small field of battle, you can see that there is the slightly larger pixie currently engaged with, darting and zipping around Sarah, trying to be a nuisance, and otherwise following up the hill, you see your two casters up top being swarmed.
Okay. Let me take a look at what I can do.
Joe, I have another plan. How many third level spell slots do you have, Arson?
Oh no, I have other things in mind. I'm not wasting one of those again.
Union would turn toward the pixie and just sort of assume the futility of trying to swing a sword at it. He is going to attempt to hold person it.
I can tell you your spell fails. Even if you get the cast off, it is not a humanoid.
Not a humanoid? I didn't know that. Can I?
That I'll be generous, as it is very clearly an elemental creature. You should know it would not have an effect.
Oh, I didn't know how much, like, when you said pixie, I didn't know. I was sort of picturing the Keebler elves.
This is like a creature of a pixie-ish creature made of ice.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Like when I say that tree like exploded into them, I meant quite literally.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, why get close when you can blast them? Eldritch Blast on the big one with Sarah.
All right. Incoming Eldritch Blast on Sarah. 23 does hit.
But
A 17 misses.
Okay.
It quite literally hides behind Sarah, and it makes you pull your shot at the last second.
Alright.
Even does the cocky like pops up behind her head and pulls a little eyelid down, sticking her tongue out at you. Completely obnoxious.
Bastard. Yeah, that'll be Union.
All right, Arson.
Okay, well, hypothetically, if I burning hands, could I also catch my swarm in it?
Burning Hands goes out from your cone, so I would say no.
Okay. Well,
You
I will
literally have
burning
to like
hands.
hold your hand over your head and do a shower.
Well, I'd also want to hit Joe's, so I can't think of a way to do that. Like behind my head, maybe.
Sure. It would give yours an advantage on the save though, as you're
Okay.
blocking most of it.
Okay. Well, I will still sculpt it around myself and Joe.
Really?
Just
Really?
yes,
Sure.
yes.
Well,
I
yours
love
rolls a
him
nice on the die.
sculpting. He's sculpting all his spells not to hit us, and I'm sending over here. Thunderclap! Thunderclap!
Come on, just work, damn it!
I think this
And
is not from
I'm pretty
class.
sure it's not.
Racial. So DC 16 deck saves.
For half damage, so 6.
It's better than what we have done.
I mean, you're only like what, round 5 in the fight? Like, don't be so mad. Don't beat yourself up. You're not Lorzod.
Nobody else's floors on.
Blog would like a word with you.
No, he's Bog, not Warzon.
Gortar would like a word with you.
Gortar was worse.
Anything else, sir?
Nope, that's me done.
All right. Geo.
Okay. Question just for clarification. You've been referring to them as swarms. Are they swarms?
They are literal swarms.
Okay. Swarms of pixies. Okay. So we're gonna try Thunderclap again,
Okay.
and mostly because I want to see if I got this fixed. That looks like
Looks
it's working
like.
right now. Yeah.
They both roll 9s. So you get your thunder damage.
Mm-hmm. And then the one that it was trying to hide behind
Sarah.
Sarah. Yeah. I'm going to quickens 2, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to use my 2. Okay, I can do that. Leaves me 1 for next turn. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to quicken a. Let's just quicken Eldritch Blast.
All right. Fire. Just all the lances around you, Sarah.
Yeah, there's the first one.
17 misses.
And the second.
18 hits. So Sarah is like
And
it ducks behind your head. It gets cocky, posts its head up just as another lance like barely grazes the top of your head.
I'm glad my team is has good aim.
I mean that first one, it was a little more than just a graze.
It was also
And
from
another 3
Union,
from
so
Max.
he was probably trying to kill me.
No, just thought. All right. Well, big guy is down to Tempest.
Okay, Tempest is going to run up and help Arson with his situation. She's gonna sword burst. Both myself and Joe.
Okay.
And the pixies.
Oh, I was gonna say she's sculpting around the pixies. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one fails, one saves.
Deck save Joe.
Dexterity save, you say?
Yep.
She just comes up, doing a whip tornado.
Yeah. That's fitting.
I just want to point out it was Joe's pixies that saved, so like they and him just took that one step back, like they agreed to move together. Like, nah, bruh, we ain't doing that. Welcome back.
Tempest is done.
Alrighty, Sarah, you got a friend.
So, realizing the futility of hitting a flying pixie with my sword, I'm going to try and hit a flying pixie with my sword.
Hey.
I mean, when you have that much to hit. So, Joe's first Eldritch Blast, like, you forces you to duck down, and you can hear the pixie behind you just cackling, laughing. It pops up, and right as it gets blasted in the face, you hear the atypical pixie squeak, and you just spin around following that sound. The first hit clipping it right on the cheekbone, shattering like ice. The next one coming straight down the middle as it explodes into a fine, misty dust.
Damn straight.
Then you look over your shoulder and see your casters getting shanked by a swarm of them.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. Yeah, I'll start heading back over. I'll only go my 20 because I've been hearing like thunder going off down there.
Literally right up there's like the hill is getting progressively low, like smaller.
So I want to get close enough that I can get there next turn.
All right, Kotark.
I'm just gonna double check that the thing is actually dead and not like doing pixie jinx.
What?
Am I aware it's around anywhere?
Your mind spike confirms that it is no longer present
Okay, good.
on this plane of existence.
It's good enough for me. It's not here.
Blink.
I wouldn't, Joe. That'd be mean.
Okay, so I can see the swarms that's going after Joe and Arson.
Absolutely. Mainly because there's a constant flash of arcane energy from the non-stop AoE spells trying to get rid of them.
Okay, well, would you guys like a not useful AoE spell that way? Yeah,
No,
I'd
I
like
would
it too.
prefer a useful one.
It's fine. Here, have a useful one.
Left or right? Which one are you actually making the attack on?
The one by Arson.
Okay. So, gentlemen and Tempest.
That is Arson's.
Thanks.
This is Tempest.
It rolls a natural 20 and a 19 on the die for the save.
Yeah, it's that kind of day.
10.
I mean, you hit with the 19. So Arson, this giant ice knife, like slams in and fortunately collides with enough pixies to not hit you, and then explodes in your face.
Yeah, I'm not Joe, disregard my last message.
What message?
Nothing.
It doesn't matter. Disregard it.
What? What?
Anything else, Kotark?
No.
All right. Well, the swarms are going to continue trying to stab. That is a 15 against Joe and a 17 against Arson.
Shield. No.
What's the matter,
15
Arson?
is a hit.
15 is a hit.
Yes.
For 7 piercing damage.
Okay. And something has finally hit me.
For the record,
I
your
can
your
trigger this
your hex
on-
target is gone as
Yeah.
a note.
Yeah, I figured. But
Hellish rebuke. I mean, 16 on the die. Half damage still.
Shock.
half damage.
Pixies are dexterous. I am shocked.
Shock. That brings us to Union.
Okay.
One of the swarms looks a little less now that a giant ice knife pinned them to the snow and then exploded.
How far away are they?
They would be the 30 feet you had run down to engage the larger beast.
Okay.
So literally right back. For the record, they've technically gotten like 3 feet closer because again, Joe just kept lowering the overall level of the hill.
Seeing the sort of continued AoE's going on up the hill. Uni decides not to charge in and swing in with the sword. He's gonna stay down at the bottom of the hill and Eldritch Blast where it is safe.
Duly noted. Missed by 5. Roll again against your ally. So which one first?
Or it would be nice, Paladin. Is there a way for? Okay, so the party is up the hill.
Kodork's not. Sarah's
I'm halfway.
gingerly making her way up.
But Kotark appears to be in no immediate danger.
Yeah, Kodork's fine.
Wow.
Your presence
do-
is actually desired.
You do my boy so wrong.
But is it inaccurate?
I feel like Kodork says that in Primordial.
Sassing in a language you can't understand. Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, could have said it in common for the first 4 days of us playing.
All right, Union will begin to make his way up the hill, following Sarah.
Okay.
And then 30 feet, he's gonna raise a hand and EB.
All right. Which target? Arson's or Joe's?
Let's see.
Flip a coin if you gotta.
Joe's.
All right. You missed by 5. Roll the attack against Joe.
Good news is he already used his reaction.
Wait, why am I?
It's a swarm literally around Joe you're trying to shoot.
Yeah.
You missed by a large enough margin, you risk hitting Joe.
All right, this is against Joe.
You would.
8 force damage.
Yes.
Yes. We'll be nice and use the hit die that goes with the hit.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you want to use the other one.
It's such a union thing to do.
Alright. Yeah, other E-Blast?
Nah, not feeling it all of a sudden. Sorry.
Well, the spell cast it twice.
Equal opportunity. I'm gonna shoot the other one toward Arson.
Equal opportunity. Yeah. I mean, in all fairness, he's the guy
Yeah.
that actually had the shield up.
as you turn and look at Arson, you see this glimmering shield between him and the swarm, just staring at you like, yo. Oh, you just can't catch a break in character, like for real. That was so mean.
Yes.
But hey,
Yeah,
you actually finish off that swarm.
Bang.
Splashing the remnants against that arcane shield. Arson is up.
Okay.
So if y'all die to one pixie swarm.
Oh no, there's a plan if it gets Tempest's turn. This plan will actually work.
Stare. My faith in that 4-letter word has been shattered.
It's us.
Shattered.
It never worked.
Like, there was already distrust in that 4-letter word, sir. And then it went to the bar.
Okay, Arson is going to attempt to do something.
Wow.
I do
The
not
lead
have
up, Jesus, man. What a
Lead up,
tease.
dude.
a
I
sacred
don't know
flame-
what I'm doing.
Sacred
I
flame
am
on the
just
swarm.
buying time.
And that's about right for tonight.
Oh,
That's arson done.
Joe.
Okay.
As you just got
Um,
smacked in the face by Union.
Let's start with Thunderclap.
Am I at least in the stupid aura?
No. He said he stopped just out of range.
Just continue to stare.
Upside. The pixies failed.
Downside, I get hit for 10 thunder damage.
Upside. That swarm is nearly depleted.
Nearly, you say.
Nearly. As in, like, there's like 3 of those buggers left, just cackling.
Cause all right. I'm gonna use 2 of my d6s to heal arson
Thank
Okay.
you.
with my healing light. That was
You can
one of them.
heal?
Yep. Nope.
Nope.
So I get
For
8.
a total of 8. Yeah.
Well, you almost fixed that thunderclap.
That's it. I'm not moving.
All right.
Just gonna continue digging down into this icy volcano that I'm making.
Eventually, you're gonna get low enough that you don't AoE your party.
Well,
Tempest.
Tempest is gonna AoE Joe. And the swarm.
Wow. Just wow.
Thunderwave.
Well, the swarm fails. How about Joe?
What's the DC? It's
Uh,
con save, I believe.
yes, DC 15. Wow.
It's enough.
Con.
I was gonna be pissed because I had the nuclear option and I didn't use it.
So I still take 3 off that, I believe.
2.
2. Round down.
Round down 2. Okay.
But it is enough. You are officially out of combat.
Okay. You know, this heal seems nice. Let's put a hut up.
Put a hut up.
Yes.
Okay.
And waste the rest of the orb?
Yes.
While he's putting up his hut,
No,
I
I
will
just
actually-
Tempest doing that.
Same difference. Because I know I've been literally sitting here like whittling us both down. Well, mostly
Yeah.
you, but I'm gonna do a prayer of healing for me, you, and anybody else that's within 30 feet. 10 minutes from now. Then you hit 6 of us, so.
So I'll be 40.
Hit that. Which source is that from?
That one is. Hold on.
He's got the weird list.
Yeah. What am I with? Yeah, I'm sorcerer warlock. So that would have been. Doo, 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 doo. Okay, I'm just gonna roll. I really need to go through and label all these. I think that's from warlock, but
Okay.
now for the record, I've got a red bar right now, so give me a sec. Apparently, it will probably trigger eventually, sometime today. There we go.
All right. It goes off.
I am going to point out that probably one of the first times in a long time, Joe is actually looking pretty dim.
Huh.
You're not sure if it's the lack of coffee or the lack of
I think it's
points.
the weather.
Probably the
Yeah.
weather. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Makes sense.
that draining cold. As the time during which the hut is put up, I remind the party, several of you are soaked to the bone.
I will Presty those who are needed to be Presty dry.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
might be a good idea, hypothermia and all that
I'm
stuff.
pressing
yeah,
myself,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
Having dealt with
and,
that IRL, yeah.
Yes, and after he presties them dry, I will presty them to still make them smell like salty seawater.
Wow.
Wow, Joe.
Stare.
I had a cunning plan, and you guys ruined it.
How did we ruin it?
Was
You
your
killed
plan to
you
get
killed
stabbed to
my
death?
partner in my cunning plan. I needed that, and you killed it.
Here's
That's
where I
all out of
remind
character.
that prestidigitation does not dry clothing.
Oh. Well, I will warm the clothing
Um,
or create a bonfire.
that actually
Joe?
makes perfect sense. Yeah, I mean, we could do bonfire. We could do.
Yeah. There's lots of things we can do to keep warm.
We should do some of them.
Yes.
Well, I will say, Tempest is in the middle of casting Hut. He's in the middle of casting Prayer of Healing.
Yeah.
You guys are in wet clothes.
I will do a produce flame and just hold it near the people who need it.
Everyone
Oh,
just,
it's so effective.
everyone just
This is
hugging
what
hugging the orb to the best of their ability.
Orb and produce flame.
Are you able to like take water out of a clothing with your produce water or shape water?
I mean,
That's a good idea.
I am literally clueless on magic, so I'm just actually just asking the question.
That's a good question out of character too.
Is anyone going to try?
Well, the person I'm in control who has it is currently making our shelter.
yeah,
I'll send
I
the
mean,
wording to the DM, but we'll try.
I'm already looking at the spell.
Well, there you go anyway. Nah.
Mm. As it is a little more precise than the normal use of the cantrip, let's say with a casting check to try and do so.
So, the attack?
Yeah, it'd use your spell attack button. All right, that would indeed succeed.
can't get much better than that roll, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That will it will indeed do it. Just you know, literally one number better.
It was my first cantrip. I hope I'd have some kind of mastery over it.
This is why Kotak's our MVP.
I will say the best part is Kodak only dries his clothes and just looks at you all like, alright.
That would have been Sarah first.
Oh. Literally the best buddy.
Don't buy into
Union last.
it. Oof. Oof.
This is fine. This is fine.
Union, the guy in metal armor.
The thunder's with me. The thunder's with me.
He needs time to stew.
That's when you
So
hear
I
the
walk in the valley
My
of the
face shall
shadow of
keep me
death. I
warm.
fear no evil.
as you keep saying the thunders with you hear doo doo doo. The prayer you are trying to send forward is currently on hold.
Mm.
To be fair, he's also like cuddling the ball, so he's probably fine.
Who isn't? But Tiny Hut is produced. Clothes are carefully seized of their moisture. And then made to stink, apparently.
Like salt water?
Apparently, yeah. Which, like, hadn't. He just likes salt water.
That was, like I said, that was more out of character.
Ah,
Just,
the
just
one time
ruined
Joe
my whole
gets
plan.
spiteful. I had a plan,
It
damn it!
It was such a good plan.
I'm sorry.
Cunning plan.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, you did.
You're right.
I know you.
No, you don't.
As the lot of you curl up in the hut to prepare for your rest. Anyone attempting to stay up other than Joe?
I mean,
Yeah, I
other
could.
than for watches.
Union will take first watch with Joe.
What am I up to?
I'll also take a watch.
Yeah.
I will as well.
Did
So
I
many
get
watches.
volunteered for the first watch?
Sounded like it, yeah.
Yeah, it
Well,
sounded like
You
it.
said Joe is staying up.
I assume
Because
he
you always
is.
say.
He
It's
for the
perfectly
record.
fine. I normally take a watch, but it was just like that was more of a I am volunteering for I've got volunteered for first watch. So okay.
All right, so either Joe or Union. Advantaged perception check.
I will assist. Well, let's see.
I'm not going to say look at his passive perception score to see if he's higher, but that's literally how numbers work. Normally the GM's like, yo, don't meta, but at the same time, be efficient.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I don't speak GM hit.
Okay, this is player hit. Look at Joe's number.
the GM like lowers the screen for a second. Go, hey, there's the number right there. Just maybe you could roll.
All right, Joe, are you going to assist me to keep watch over the icy landscape we found ourselves in?
As soon as I complete a roll real quick.
Oh,
I rolled to stab Union in the throat.
I am still okay. Yeah,
What?
I will assist you.
okay.
To die?
I don't like how it just
Wow.
says Joe Trenta on my screen.
I do.
Yeah, we don't.
Trust me, there's more.
Yeah, there was more. But yeah, apparently I'm assisting you.
Okay. Shit. Oh, with advantage.
All right.
El Puntio.
So the two of you, as the rest of the party spends time warming rations, settling the camp itself for the opening watch. Take note of a handful of curious things. the river itself begins to slow, almost to a dead stop as it ices over, much in the same way you saw Sarah ice over when she had hit the door back in the Wizard's Tower. That is to say, deceptively fast. I'm sure you've all seen the videos of like the super deep sea freeze overs that happen. If not, I'll try and find one before we clock out for the night. But fortunately, Tiny Hut protects you from this as it ices over and freezes the entirety of the hut. Before so, you see what you're fairly sure to be large woven creatures in the distance. I believe both of you can see in the dark. If you would like to roll a nature check to try and discern their typing, but otherwise, come the time it is for you to pass over a second watch, you literally can't see out of the hut. You have no idea. You'd think they're doggos.
There are packs of lost dogs outside.
Right.
I know, it's quite sad.
You should let them in. They're gonna freeze to death.
Too bad he has no control over that.
Packs of dogs, you say?
I mean, you saw them too, as a note.
I know. They were literally packs of dogs, right? That was kind of
More like wolves.
okay.
He just wasn't sure what kind of wolf. You're welcome to likewise attempt to type them via a nature track.
So when it comes to second watch, like you literally can't see
You
outside.
literally can't see out of the hut.
Seems like I get to sleep more.
Well, keep watch and let us know if something comes up to the hut. I'm going to bed.
Keep watch of what? I literally can't see.
That's a you problem. Good night.
You could listen.
I mean, I'm gonna listen.
Yeah, listening's fine.
You are welcome to attempt to listen.
Yeah, I'll attempt to listen.
About how many hours into your watch do you want to fall asleep?
How long is the watch normally? 2 hours? 3?
Usually 2.
Yeah.
Then no, I'll just stay up.
you
I don't want to.
like you debate it for a little while, then guilt sets in. Then, what if something happens? This bubble is making you feel way too safe at night.
I don't want to mess up and then pull a union.
Then memories of past parties go down. It's a mess. But same verse as the second. When you wake the next setup, they also are incapable of seeing. You heard nothing but the nothing because tiny hut.
Oh, yeah. I will take next. Perception. And I'm trying... Yeah, just perception. Oh, there's a good rolls.
You're fairly sure a kobold is trying to steal something out of your backpack, but you're just imagining it.
God damn it, Rudra. Then for last watch, I will awaken Kotar.
Poor Kotark. Can't even see in the dark.
Yes.
Wakes up to a wall of white. Oh, poor Union. No wonder he's having
Oh.
trouble fighting.
Whoops.
Was that meant to be a whisper?
Yeah.
I don't know. Considering Rudra was just brought up. Worth it.
A tiny sneeze is heard in the ring.
But,
Pretty chilly in here.
No, it's not. It is
about-
perfectly warm.
about the time that you're up for your watch, that orb that is sitting in the middle, making it less of that artificial warmth and that sort of nice comfortability, cracks and splinters in half. Exactly. Bless you.
Gonna blame that one on Union.
For the record, you guys had used pretty much the entirety of its duration as you got here in the evening. But come the morning, as Tiny Hut pops, you are still surrounded by a solid dome of ice.
Almost an igloo.
And fortunately, it actually, like an igloo, is currently keeping the warmth in. And lacking, access to oxygen and artificial atmosphere like the hut had.
Okay, we should probably break through the ice.
I am not hitting this again.
I will try to produce flame into the igloo.
I don't know why, but I feel like that's a bad idea.
How do you go about it?
I cast produce flame and throw it at the igloo.
Yes, but eye level, straight
Oh.
up.
I
There's a literal dome over you.
I tried to do it about. I tried to aim it straight at the top.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
So what do y'all want y'all's epitaph to say? Roll to hit.
What's an epitaph?
The thing they put on your tombstone.
You assume I'm getting one.
Could I get dexterity saves? Fortunately, Union is there. I mean, he's in the middle of brushing his teeth, but he is there.
From everyone.
From everyone as the nice little igloo dome comes crashing down.
First one is mine. Second one is Tempest. I could just imagine the glare from here.
Oh yeah.
Union is like,
What's the bonus?
with the bonus is 4?
4?
I know it's 4 minimum off head top. But
I think it's 4.
yeah, Union, you had got only the left side done when this start happened. You were just now flipping over to the other side.
But does my max HP come back?
No.
No? Okay.
You're feeling better, but not yet.
Okay.
Let's see. I see. It's 16, and for Arsenal 9, I'm assuming is that Tempest.
Yes.
26 for your Union, who deftly dodges while performing dental hygiene. Kotark, and then Joe with an 11. So Tempest and Joe are buried in snow.
Why did you melt the igloo?
Because we would have ran out of air.
Why?
No.
Right,
For
get them out.
8 bludgeoning
Have your lover spat later.
How
and
much?
6 cold. 8 bludgeoning, 6 cold, which you do not have an orb up at the moment, so you take the full cold.
Okay. So that's a total of
14?
14. Yeah.
Sorry,
Right, let's
Gio,
get
I'm
them.
taking them out with Mage Hand. I ain't touching the snow.
The laziest excavation ever! Oh my lord! Just arms crossed, watching Union as the hand just scoop, scoop.
It's just snow, right?
It's just snow.
Ow.
Will I be able to cast something?
Yeah.
Enough movement to do something?
I'd say you got an arm free.
Alright, alright.
You didn't fail that miserably that you're fully stuck.
Alright, let's see.
And things I'm sure everyone saw coming, though.
Yeah.
I didn't.
What direction? I don't know. I can't see.
Give me 1d8.
To try to like uncover myself here.
Alright. You blast from it straight upwards. I believe it was Union and Kotark were not Kotark. Arson were directly digging.
I said I was digging. I was digging Tempest out.
That makes sense.
So
Union was
so
still
yes,
doing the last
Union
bit of-
and Arson, or no, Union is doing something else.
Union was getting the last little bit of like whatever our equivalent of toothpaste is at with some snow, still muttering that his dental hygiene was concerned. I didn't get time to floss. If I get a cavity, I'm gonna take it out of his genasi hide. Wow.
Still
And-
think I have more
And
hope
then
than
the,
you.
yeah, and then the ground explodes under you. Con save.
The 27 was my concept.
I had a feeling.
I already took the damage.
I rolled really well on the damage.
I noticed.
I mean, not like really well, but that was pretty decent. Damage.
Only 8 damage as the snow erupts, freeing Tempest and Joe.
We got a long rest last night.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if Richard kept you up.
You know who didn't take a long rest last night?
You don't sleep.
Poor Joe.
You don't get to hold that over us when you literally do not sleep, Joseph.
Can't.
You can. There are just consequences.
I'm not convinced that he can sleep, actually.
That's fair. You haven't seen it happen much.
Yeah. I mean, out of character, we've seen it twice?
I don't think I've seen it at all.
No, out of character.
Out of character, yeah. But in character, I don't think I've seen it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of character. This entire campaign, he has slept 3 times, and one of them was while he was away from the party, riding back.
That fucking bear had one hell of an adventure, let me tell you.
Mhm. The other one was his voluntary sleep one night.
And
So
then the other one was after the whole Reindorf incident.
Scared the shit out of his orcs. Who are you talking to? What do you mean? Boss? You good?
Yep.
But hey, it's morning, and all your belongings are now buried under snow.
Get the belongings uncovered, packed up. Let's go.
After I come out of uh, the snow there, I'm going to be attempting to cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
So here's the first roll. That one's probably all right.
Yep,
And
you're
here's
good.
the second one. Okay, so we're good. So with upcasting, that's what.
So while he
it's
bandages
fish
himself, the party
also.
fishes out your belongings. And you have the frigid land of Mergia at your disposal.
Okay, so the first one was for 14, and the second one was for 12, for a total of 26 hit points back. I am almost back up to half health.
You've been teetering on this really dangerous line here.
Well, I just, like, throughout that combat, I took quite a bit, and I was like, it's alright. I can kind of get back a few spell slots over the night, and I will heal myself in the morning to wake up to nearly kill myself.
I can't use shape water on snow, right?
Correct.
Hmm.
Alright, let's get going to Kronstadt.
Oh yeah, that was our job.
Yes,
Horn.
Kronstadt. By the way, GM, if I am butchering pronunciations, too, let me know.
I didn't name you. Dude, fucking random name generator.
Kronstadt?
Random name generator. I am 8 feet away from my screen right now. The fuck you
Yeah.
expecting from me?
The GM to have come up with the name.
It's Berg for all I
Hornstack?
fucking know.
Fair. Yes, that's where we're going.
Yep, following the river.
The town with the werewolves?
No,
One of the town
the
with the werewolves.
town with mummies.
Oh.
Oh, I want to burn these mummies then. For no reason at all.
Burning them would make them smell, though.
That's what we have press edition.
I was gonna say I've got a spell for that.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Who else just cringed a little bit when I said that? Because I did.
I
was like,
did,
"Oh,
but
God,
I heard it
wrong
in
character."
fizzing, so.
Yeah, I know. I did the same thing. I was like, oh god, wrong character. That's not good.
Fucking turn me into a goddamn horse.
Half a one. Well, 2/3.
My wife won't look at me anymore. Anyhow. I'm assuming normal pace, getting your travel gear and cold weather clothing on. Are you activating another one of your orbs?
I think we can hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the feeling we're very quickly gonna be told, no, you can't hold off.
I need to know. The difference is you know, progressively getting to you, or you're comfy.
I'd say let's go and then see how it goes from there.
Is the river still, like, freezing over or frozen over?
It is back to flowing.
Because the orbs last 8 hours, right?
Uh,
Correct.
9.
So, I mean, if we can go through most of the day without it,
Yeah, and we have the hut, which will keep us warm while we sleep.
Yeah, because
So I think
that's a safe option, as you've seen.
I think we see how long we can go without it. Because if we can like, try and use only one a day at most,
Yeah.
that'd be really good.
Agreed.
All right. So, marching southward and heading to the former city marked upon your map. Midday arrives as the still heavy overcast and near constant night. Um, Arson, I'm just trying to squint here. Basically, perception 15 ups, which I believe is everyone except Joe and Tempest by memory. And I've
Yes.
like stepped this far away from my computer doing something
Yeah.
on the other side here. You would note, especially you, Arson, that you are indeed being tracked and followed by fairly sizable wolves of snow white fur, and you, Arson, lose them. You're fairly sure they've tracked you for at least an hour or so, and you've easily lost them 5 or 6 times.
Think we keep going for now, and just be on the lookout for any attacks by them.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna jump us worst possible moment, but
Yeah.
we know that's gonna happen.
And now we're prepared for it.
We're
Tempest looks
prepared
to
to
be
be.
prepared for what?
Prepared. We know that they're there.
What they?
The wolf.
She begins panically looking around. What wolves? Reminds you that she doesn't know they're there.
Right. Yeah, there are wolves following us.
And now Joe gets to know too.
Oh yeah. By the way, there's wolves following us.
Yeah.
Do you think they'd be able to cross the river?
Probably.
I think we should continue on and simply be vigilant and be prepared.
Yes.
Yes, just let them strike us when they want.
Unless you propose doing battle with them now, Kotar.
I'm proposing we try and avoid battle at all.
It would be ideal.
He is dead.
Who?
I can just.
That
feel
was
the
made it
death
even
threat.
better in character. That was who? I need
Something
con
like that?
saves from everyone, please.
What saves?
Con saves.
Thank you, Unionora.
It turns off specifically for arson. Joe came ready, yeah.
29. Haha, drinks his coffee.
That ain't
Like,
coffee.
thank you, Unionora. So far, he's like lowest.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then that one is Tempest.
Oof. So Tempest and Union suffer a level of exhaustion as you begin to freeze over.
Oh.
Everyone else kind of like rubs their arms, does that little like shaky dance. Union and Tempest are like visibly vibrating in the cold, trying to stay warm.
Well, we
Union
do
is
have-
exhausted, level 1.
We do
Oh.
have potions of warmth that we could use to kind of get us over.
You cold there, Union?
Not at all. Oh my god, yes.
Aren't
That sure
paladins
sucks.
supposed to be good at dealing with
This adversity means nothing to me.
Right.
He's turning
Insight
from
check.
white to blue.
I'm not even gonna bother with an insight. I mean, our big strong paladin can't handle it. Maybe we should crack an orb.
Just for him.
Oh, Tempest needs it too.
Yes.
It is
She helps
midday,
him.
I will note.
Oh, we got through most of the day then.
Yeah.
It would not go amiss. For Tempest's sake.
Right.
She just starts marching on. Let's be honest, she would.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you try to use her as a scapegoat, like, nah, bitch, let's go. Don't care if I'm literally made of water and freezing to death. Let's roll.
Yeah, we've apparently got a pack of something.
A pack of wild dogs, if you ask Union.
And also, I think if we did try to cross the river, they would attack us right then.
What? That's not herd tactics or anything.
Dare.
The pack just waits for the herd to cross the river and separate its slowest members.
I mean, our slowest members are probably gonna be Unions, so.
Tempest is still marching off, by the way.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's go.
I'm following her. It
Okay.
never
Just
stopped.
making sure, because... So, once again, to the Perception 15 plus crew. About 2 hours later, just over the horizon, you begin to see what looks to be shaped pillars of stone. Not quite your Stonehenge setup, but definitely not naturally formed. As you get closer, it is easier for those not perceptive, i.e., Tempest and Joe, to begin to make them out as you're closing in about 500 feet away from them. You see that the smallest stone forming the structure is probably almost 20 feet high and about 10 feet thick. The middlemost pillar of stone appears to have this vein of a almost turquoise mineral coursing through it, etched almost in wordless form, but flowing script.
What language?
It's more just pictures than an actual language.
Gotcha.
And mind you, this is what you can see from 500 feet away.
Is it like on our path at all?
You're almost heading currently straight for it.
Okay.
You, by the way, will note that, and only you noticed, the pack has stopped following you.
Oh, okay.
Not just well, I don't know. So.
We are no longer being followed.
That's ominous.
Well, I think more they just broke off and realized we're not lunch.
Which is a relief.
Yeah, they prefer a hot meal.
I'm not gonna satisfy that with the side butt.
For the record, I do need another con save.
I thought we did pop an orb.
To my
No.
knowledge,
No.
Tempest
Oh.
basically told Joel, no, don't do it. Because she wasn't going to let Union say, no, I think it was, for Tempest's sake, she just like, nah, fuck you, and marched off.
Again?
Oh my god, Union.
Union just give in to the orb.
I'm fine.
Why?
God.
Take off
Totally
your
fine.
armor.
Why did you have to try and scapegoat? Just own up to your weakness.
Oh, Joe!
Isn't part of your whole thing overcoming your weaknesses and admitting you
No.
having them?
It's a,
He's fine. Says he's
you've
fine. He's
missed my
fine.
entire character arc, if that's what you took from me.
Well, congratulations on your second level of exhaustion, Union.
Ah,
Right.
And first
orb.
for Joe.
I am vetoing. We are using an orb.
We really need to use one for him.
And for Joe. And for Tempest.
There's a very specific person who I'm making fun of, though. Even if
I'm aware.
everyone needs it.
Half the party needs it. You're going to pop it for him.
To be fair, we didn't pop it because he tried to play it off.
I'm saying he's still saying, nah, it's fine.
He's the only one saying anything about it. Specifically that he doesn't need it.
they are very precious resources.
We are using one.
Okay.
As he's lost filling in his forearms.
Anytime now.
I
Pop
assume
the
it's
orb.
popped.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while for it to work its way through your body, but that is a blessed filling. And most notably, as soon as you pop the orb, at the top of 4 of the 9 pillars, you see creatures churn and stare. In the less than half light, it is hard to make out their forms, but they are large and humanoid. One might even say giants.
Ah.
That
Oh,
is where we
make friends
fade to
with
black.
giants.
I really hope I don't get any payback for what the last time this group faced giants.
What?
When did we face giants last?
Not this group, but the guild in general.
Oh,
Wait, last time I faced a giant, I tanked it like a fucking champion.
Yeah.
the last time I remember fighting a giant, I was playing another samurai fighter named Carrie, except it was a bow samurai fighter.
Fucking Watsonot, the weirdest tank ever.
I know.